complained and rebelled against him, till they caused Moses to sin, but he was angry. That's what man can do. They make you angry. Even the
Welcome.
Respect you, they make you angry. And because of them, he was denied entry to the promised land.
Chris, let's play
Lord, God, I'm begging you. Never for so long, from my youth to my old age, I was wrong enough.
When freedom raised her glowing form on Mount Sorato's verdant height, she sat within a doom of a night, met lowering stars and thunderstorms, the star of liberty, unceasing from the wicked war, its banner shield of golden flame, she lifted it in her proud name, and raised her people long forlorn to know their destiny. The Lone Star forever, the Lone Star forever, oh long may it soar over land and over seas, deserted and never, uphold it forever. Oh, shout for the Lone Star banner. Oh, that speak.
Again, we want to say welcome to the new beginning. All of you that are watching us, want to say welcome to this all important program. This platform is here to encourage you, is here to motivate you, is here to provide you education and entertainment. So wherever you are watching this from, we want to welcome you in a very special way to this program and to say welcome. However you are watching us, when you make your comment, share with us your feelings, um, tell us um, how you feel about this program. If this program is helping you in many ways, you can share with us in the comment section. You can drop in your comment there, and then we will read them as well. And we also ask that you please share. Today is the 16th of January. We are going again. Thank God it's Friday, and thank God you are alive. We are all able to see this time, and we can participate in the activities of today. So we are grateful that you are there, stick and stay with us. Don't go anywhere because we have so much in store for you. Share this program with many persons. If you are on Facebook, share. And those of you who are playing the listening role as well on Care 95.9, you can tell somebody about this program, The New Beginning. We are here as usual. We provide you education, entertainment, and information. It's a place to be, it's a place to stay, it's a place to learn together. We can interact because once we are done, then we'll give you the time, the opportunity to also get involved. So again, I want to say welcome, and let me go quickly to Christopher. Christopher is there in Monrovia in studio at KR 95.9. And Chris, how you doing? How is Liberia? And what is trending today in that beautiful land, Liberia? Welcome, Chris.
Yes, I bless God for the gift of life, and I tell God, thank you. Get me?
I am. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, as I bless God, I'm grateful to God to be counted among the living. And again, we are here again for another edition of the program, A New Beginning. And by the grace of God, we hopefully we'll have a good program today that we always do. Uh, for those of you that are listening out there, I want to say big shout out to you for always taking your time and listening to us. For those of you that can call, for those of you that just play a listening role, we want to say thank you also. Together, we can make this platform a very big platform. Okay, Mr. Manu, back to you.
Yeah, what is trending in the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful land of ours? Anything trending today in Liberia? And then good news. Good news. You know, this platform, good news. Want to be positive.
Yes, and so far,
There were new
uh,
appointments in government, right?
today,
Yeah, I think there were new appointments in government as well. And and I,
go on.
I saw also a few video of the public minister, Toy Maserati. There's a feedback. Is it from us?
Yes, from us, from the computer, I think is giving. Okay, then giving the sound effect.
Okay.
Yes, like, yeah, the Prime Minister been touring the rural project.
Mhm.
The rural project is a rather auto pause because he said auto pause.
It's
While we
all
are
over,
seeing,
right? It's
yes, all
spreading.
is we are seeing rehabilitation, we are seeing pavement, we are seeing road connectivity across the nation, especially in Colorado. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing, where there is only the two lane, making it a four lane. It's good. It's good. The Europa is connectivity. Gradually, we are getting there little by little.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's good. It's good for Liberia. I even went when I went to other. I couldn't the last time because half
You
of me to
couldn't
go
imagine that.
yeah,
That is Dwala,
for me to go Zimbabwe Bridge. Because when I make come, even though I live around there, but I had to go on a side because I can't come from internet. I go straight in Nikita to my area, but my church on that side. So going to church and going to church on that side. I saw the place. I said, wow, wow, yeah, And I love the way they are doing them across the board.
Mhm.
Not picking and choosing. One your row is for in a perimeter of the place they want the area to the road to scratch. They can break it down. Yeah. To the point I even saw some citizens, especially in Nuku Town now. Some people they not even they ain't waiting for public way again. Yeah. Yeah. So
No,
it's
but
just
I mean, Chris, everybody love good
so that
things.
once they're doing
Nobody,
our own demarcation.
yeah. People who would not want good thing there. I don't think anybody would say, "Well, put your hand up. I don't want good thing." No. I don't think anybody would want to do that. I love good things. I want to see good things. And it's important. Really, really important. And probably will talk more and more about that. But as you know, um, we know that things are moving gradually. So hopefully, um, the country will continue in the same path of development. And before we go to our lectures today, our presentation, I also want to, in terms of the role, and I think when we open the line, we should ask people how they feel, you know. Um, but again, I want to be specific about there's a role. I think the government is trying to connect from. They said Peace Island in another, Paco Island, something like that. It reminds me, and I believe this is a very good thing because um, those very same area, it reminds me 95, 94, 95, 96. When we lived somewhere 72nd. Have you been around there at 72nd Boulevard, Samuel Kanyado, road there? We're coming from
I really saw something that connecting, I think Paco Island, Peace,
good.
and the Peace, something like
So
that,
those
yeah.
of you that are
The
familiar,
crossing, yeah.
those of you that are familiar with 72nd road, it's a paved road now. At the time, 96, 95, 96, 95, 96, coming all the way. It was a dusty road. And those of you that know the late Mr. Baum's house, he had two houses, but more than that. But the one that was um, somewhere in the curve. I think one of these former warring faction or leader or something, he built an estate somewhere in the curve there. So we live somewhere right in the curve, And at the time, I hope can the technician help with the sound, the feedback? I hope they can do so, man. Because it's
I
really
think the laptop is doing that. Laptop
yeah.
we are using. How is it?
Okay. So again, as I was saying, we live there and we're attending my nieces and my nephews at the time I was my older sister and the husband. And we're attending the John Lewis Morris United Methodist School in Dumpo Road, right by the Tottenham United Methodist Church. So, and we're living 72nd. And those days were very difficult, very, very difficult in terms of the economy was down. It was wartime. People could even have finances to transport. We used to, my my nephews and I and the rest of the group, early in the morning, we wake up to walk. Just imagine if you walk 72nd, you come to, oh God,
Why?
you come to red light, and then you walk from red light to Duper Road Junction. Chris, just imagine the distance. That's how we used to walk to go to school. And at times people don't even know, and they will see you like, but it didn't deter us. We're very determined. Those of you that attended John Lewis United Methodist School at the time, the 94, 95, 96, coming to 98, you recognize this voice that is speaking anyway. So, uh, so we used to walk, and there was a river there, and sometimes when it was difficult for us to go to 72nd and go red light before you walk into Duporo Junction, we have to pass through the river. So when we come, you know, and there's a river over there, the swamp over there. Once you're in that curve coming to Congotown area, there's a, so there was a kind of road that was there, but it was in the water, and that place is deep. Sometimes the water will stop you to your knee, or they'll come into your waist and all. I mean, also And then we reach there, take out our shoes, sitting us a thing, and walk through there to a police academy. You know, there's a to get the police academy and go police academy and get to Dupuru, you know. So when I saw today, like I saw the video there, you know, the road that the government is, you know, building from, I think, from the ministerial complex, you know, going to Diallo Island, coming is going to also connect to, you know, that police academy. I mean, I hope that's a true story, but I felt very, very happy. And I just reflected on how we struggle, how we suffer, you know, every morning. Then when we're coming home, we had to take out our shoes, uniform, and thing to cross that river. Those of you that don't know about that place, it doesn't mean, probably will not mean anything to you. But I definitely went through that, and I know how it's difficult to connect from that place, you know, to other end. But now that you have, you know, the government coming in to do that, I'm I'm happy, even though I'm not there. But one of these days, I may go and, you know, walk on that road. It just reminds me of the struggle, you know, the things we went through. You know, you walk and then you come. You have in the city because if you don't have and your parents don't have, you know, you barely making it in life. You know, these are things that, you know, went through, you know. So it's a good thing for the young people, you know, this generation that coming up to appreciate that, because if you have that road connected to police academy, and you know, you just ride your car, or maybe you have, you know, commercial cars that are running over there, it makes your movement easier than what we went through. So I think it's a very good thing. It helps a lot, and I appreciate that so much. You know, even though during my time, but I don't blame the government. It was war, 96, especially 96 when the war came. You know, April 6th, you know, war. I mean, it was devastating. But anyway, um, now it's development. Keep moving. Keep doing. You know what you can do for your life, your community. Get involved. So again, let's go back to our presentation. I want to be grateful again to all of you that are listening to us. This is a way we want to contribute. You know, there are many ways you can help your country, Liberia, but this is one of the way we want to contribute to help the nation move forward, providing education, providing other other information that help you to build you up, you know, and to enhance your skills. Again, we want to say thank you. This platform, since last year, we introduced a theme, and that theme was what makes a good citizen. And another thing, we have been discussing couple of subtopics, you know, that relate to the theme. We said to be a good citizen, you must be that person who is informed. When we say informed, it means uh, you listening, you are eager, you are happy to hear, you know, whatever, you know, that is going around you in your community, in your country, and the information you receive, you investigate, you find out, you make sure the information is correct before you can pass it on to another person or the public. Even it could be in your home, your family. Don't hear something and quick to judge. When you hear something, make sure you find the source of that information. Make sure you investigate. Make sure you compare with other sources. Be respectful when you are putting that information out after you have got all of the necessary facts about the information you have. Be respectful, be kind when you put it out. Also, as a good citizen, when you're putting that information out, make sure if you make a mistake, get back to the public and say, I'm sorry. And the next thing we talk about, if you are a good citizen, you must get involved. A good citizen is a person who get involved in the development of his or her community. You get involved in the development of your community. You get involved in helping, you know, uh, your community move forward. All right. A good citizen will be respectful, will respect the rule of law, go for town hall meetings. We find solutions. When you are getting involved, you finding solutions for your community. You're helping your people, you're helping your nation. You know, like the president said, you know, think Liberia, love Liberia, build Liberia. You know, you can't build Liberia if you don't love Liberia. And how can you build Liberia if you are not informed properly? How can you build if you are not involved? You have to get involved. You have to get involved in building the nation. You could choose to say, well, organize a group of people. I want to get involved. Organize some people in the community to clean your community, clean the roads, help some of the, you know, infrastructure, public infrastructure to clean them. That's a way you get involved. All right. Or you can get involved by helping. Maybe there's a disabled community in your community there. There's people, or there are people over there, you know, blind, crippled, you know, that can't help themselves. They need help from the community. You can go in there, whatever facility they live, help to clean it or sponsor a child, one of their children to school. That's the way to get involved. You can donate to them rice, clothing, money. You know, you don't have to have so much before you do that. Get involved. Get involved cleaning your country. You eat food, don't throw the trash on the floor or in the streets. I'll keep it with you. Get to a place where you can, you know, get rid of that properly. So getting involved is what we're talking about. As a good citizen, not only getting involved, but we talk a lot about open mind to compromise. And this is very important, critical. We don't support you compromising your ethics, your values, the community values. You cannot compromise that. You can't say, well, you know, even though things are hard, but, you know, maybe you know a family member, a friend of yours is selling drugs in the community, and then you say, okay, I will try to, you know, see this person. I will cover them up. I don't want to be exposed because I'm getting my, you know, some money from them. Then that is, you're compromising the values of that community. That community want to be a community free of drugs. That's what they believe in. They don't want their children to be, you know, spoiled by drugs or maybe be addicted, you know. So if you compromise that, then that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about where you give in for the common good of your people, common good of your community, common good of your citizens. That is compromise. And we have given you examples over and again. Just think about the war that was fought in Liberia, how the various foreign warring factions came together and said, we lay our arms down, but gave us position. They took positions. Some of them became ministers, finance ministers, you know, just because for them, you know, you want them to lay their arms down, you want them to put their guns down so that you can have peace in the nation. That's the kind of compromise we're talking about. You know, Liberians say, okay, let's give these people power, let's give them position and put their arms down, and then we'll go into a process that will be free and fair. So you see, today you enjoy that peace because of what you did. So compromise is very important, crucial. It promotes development. All right. It promotes peace and reconciliation. All right. Then we talk about obeying the law. Be civil, whatever you do, be respectful. Don't be rude. Don't be arrogant. Respect other people, and that's why remain civil. Meaning also follow, civic responsibility, obligations, respect the rule of law, respect other people. All right. So those things are all important. And we have been talking, we'll try to see if we can wrap up with this today. And the next thing we'll talk about, next indicator, something that you can see, something that you can imagine, that someone will do, and you may consider them to be a good citizen. And that is reject violence, non-violence. Non-violence is very, very important. Okay? Reject violence is the same thing. Reject violence. A country coming from war, devastation, people are hurt, anger, every place, everywhere. We said that it is important for all of us to realize that violence is not the way out. All right. Non-violence promote the importance of you staying away from violence is that it helps in terms of development. It helps to promote justice and accountability. It promotes peace, harmony, so and also promote, as we said, development. It helps in terms of uh, sorry, in terms of investment. It encourages people to come when a country is stable. Hmm? Political stability is very important. All right. When a country is stable, there are no too much of problems. There are not too much of uh, 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 fighting here and there. It helps the country image, and the image of the country to the outside world appears to be good, and it attracts investors. That's what we're talking about. When investors come into the country, then they create jobs. That's one of the main things, as a government, and as we can see or hear, the government want to focus on job creation. That is important. All right. Not that, it's not about government employing people. It's about creating the a conducive atmosphere, a place of peace, of harmony, a place where justice is the order of the day. You do that. These are all, important factors that help you to attract investors into your country. And when they come, then they create jobs for people. So that's why it's important for you to reject violence. Violence in its kind, any shape and form, is not acceptable for a civilized society, community. So one of the things that comes along with that is we said they promote peace and harmony, joy. We should learn to find a common ground when there are conflicts. One of the things that can be done, nonviolence, a nonviolent community is a community that that seeks a win-win situation. A community that seeks a win-win situation where one person is not saying, "Oh, I'm the winner. I'm victorious. The victory belongs to me." You know, where each of us become, you know, um, uh, people of peace, people of joy. We all become winners. There's no one winner in your community. If you have that mentality, that way of thinking that, we live in the community, we are all one people, respect each other, value, and then and then think about a win-win situation. Even if there is a conflict, think about a win-win situation, a point where all of us are winners. Nobody is a loser. All of us win, And that's why we're talking about also when you have elections. Elections bring hard feeling. Elections bring, division. And when I say division, not in a negative way, but each person decide where to go. This person will say, I'm with party B. This one will say, I'm with party A. And you see that competition. I won't say division, but we are competing, with different platform, different agenda for the nation, But then after all of that, then we put aside those things, and whoever wins will work. So it means it's a win-win situation. Whoever becomes president, for example, for Liberia, His Excellency Joseph Boakai is the president. President for Liberia, not president for only United Party members, or not president for the people of Lofa. He's a president, or not president for his in-law, Bumi, no. But he's a president for all of the counties, all of the people. All right. And I think he's exhibiting that. I'm not sure you live there, and I see some of the things we see, good things happening, even the government of inclusion. That tells you that indeed it's a win-win. That's what we're talking about. Always think about a win-win situation, especially when it has to do with the nation. All right. Don't think about yourself. Don't praise it. And one of the things I like about him, he always say, I am not a president, but I've come to help, this country move forward. His emphasis is not in the presidency, the prestige, the honor that comes with being in that office. I guess most often, now even I've heard him saying that, he will say, I come to help this country to move forward. I'm not a president. I don't have time for presidency, and all of those things that follow a president. And you can see, what's going on, development. In 2 years, you see things are picking up gradually, So that's how it's supposed to be, give the impression to even those that competed, competing with you, or that went, in, other ways, but unless you won, you become a leader for everybody. So it's a win-win. All of us, every Liberian has won, 2023 elections, every Liberian won. So it's not one party. Party will stay aside. No more party. It's Liberia and Liberians. So that's what we're talking about. As a good citizen, have that perspective, as a person who focuses on a win-win situation. Reject violence. Reject violence, because it's not going to help. It's not going to carry you anywhere. And one of the emphasis we're making on this is that mob violence has to stop. And thank God, right now, things are really picking a little bit, but compared to other times, and this is very important, a citizen who is informed will not pick up a rock or a cutlass or knife or something harmful to do to somebody who is being alleged that he stole or did something. Because when you hear in the community, oh, there's a road, there's a criminal somewhere, the only thing you see people doing is coming around with rocks, anything they find that is harmful, to hit on that person and to kill them immediately. All right, that has to stop because it's part of violence. It does not help the situation. If you are informed, the first thing you will say as a citizen, okay, a thief, a criminal, what do we do? What is my responsibility? Let me make more, inquiries. All right, probably go to ease the situation down and then really find out. The way you're going to know is probably just get this person, call the police, turn him or her over to the police. That's all you got to do. That's how an informed citizen will behave. A citizen that gets involved. You get involved so that other citizen will not kill that person. All right, and say no, we should not do this. We respect the rule of law. A citizen that respect a rule of law, and also, you know, follow the norms of civilization. A society, a community that is civilized will not do so. Just take a rag, throw at another person, whether that person is a criminal or whatever. Allow the law to deal with the person. That's your role as a good citizen, all right? Because you are informed, you are informed about the law. The law says when you catch or apprehend somebody who is a criminal or accused to be a criminal, turn it over to the authority. That's your role. You don't allow another person to not hit and kill them. But we're not supporting wrongdoing here. It's just that we are encouraging you and motivating you to do the right thing. I know sometimes people are bitter, it happened to some of us. People are angry when people come to steal from them, you know. But again, you can't take the law into your hands. Then that is not a society, a civilized society. Whenever you take the law into your hands, remember you are not behaving as a good citizen. So again, please, let's try our best we can and do what is right. Today, we're going to introduce our next topic under this theme: what makes a good citizen. And we'll be talking the next time. You see us next week again, hopefully by God's grace, His power. We'll be talking about value norms. Value norms. Your values, your norms, cherish them, hold them to your heart. All right, but we'll talk more about what those norms are, what those values are. All right, okay. So thank you for joining us today. We're going to stop here. We want to stop here today. We'll open the lines for you to call in. Please, when you call in, our donation is still ongoing. Those of you who promised to do so, we haven't seen you. We haven't seen. We monitoring our forms, but we haven't seen. Maybe you have forgotten. Want to remind you, please don't forget. We are raising funds for the rehabilitation of our brothers and sisters in the graveyard, victims of drug addiction. That's what we're talking about. We want to be a helping hand. We can't do it alone. We made our contribution. We stay making contribution because we think that that's the best way. We don't only talk, sit here, talk and talk and talk. We don't support any political party. No, no, no. We don't support anything like that. We want to support the human capacity development, in Liberia. So we are now on the same. But join us. We can't do it alone. I mean, we are very few. But when you out there listening to us, join us in this endeavor so that we can raise money and help the private company, help the government, that's trying to rehabilitate our young brothers and sisters. And you can see them in the street. It doesn't look good. That population belongs to Liberia and they are part and parcel of Liberia. We can't forget about them. We have to do something for them. Do it now, so that you can save somebody's life. So we are not asking you to give money for this party or to go support this. No, 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 no. We believe that that money, if you invest it into human development, is going to help your nation, going to help you, help your community, help your nation. Because when they come out, they are clean people. They go back to school. I tell you, some of them can, will become, medical doctors. Some of them nurses. Some of them, pilots, scientists, teachers, and so forth. So that's why we see the need to do that. Okay. Okay. So thank you so much. Chris is going to talk about that more as we go along. When you call in today, we want you to tell us. I know the roads are going ahead, but if you live somewhere 70 seconds before that road are going, the building, tell us a little bit. But the main thing we want you to, focus on today to let us know is the immigration visa that is restricted. I'm not saying call and tell us the negative effect. Call and tell us the positive side of that restriction. We know the negative. All right? We want you to call us. How do you think, what you think can be done, as a citizen? Do you think your government or you yourself can take initiative to do something about it? I believe there are some brothers and sisters who play DV and they won and they should be going for interview and so forth. Once you want to migrate, once you want to come to America to live and and become a citizen, those kind of things are restricted right now. But what do you think about, does it mean that's the end of DV? Are you thinking that way? Do you think one day, the U.S. government will say, well, we are help enough, and I think this is how far we can reach. We want to stop the the DV, diversity visa program. So how do you think about it? Please, we don't want you calling here, government fail, government this. We know all of that, government, whether government fail or not. You as a citizen of Liberia, what positive message, what positive thing do you see from that? Share with us and share with other Liberians. Is there anything positive in there? Somebody told me that, when somebody is saying something to you, even if it appears to be nonsense, there's some sense in it. So even though the negative part of it is there, but tell us the positive side of it, so that those who are right now basically just very, very much disappointed, how can you elevate them? How can they move from that point? What advice can you give them? To say, oh, if you've been thinking now it's restricted, why don't you think about doing this? Doing this here, oh, this is the only country you have, what positive advice can you give? Because mind you, I tell you, it's not that we benefited and we don't want other Liberians to. No. Let's have a conversation about it. Why you think if one day Congress say, well, we have enough, I think we have been helping the poor nations, and I think they have a lot of people here, and so we want to stop. But just think about yourself. Think about your country. Just think about if Liberia was in that position. Liberia was allowing a lot of immigrants coming to settle in Liberia. and it has economic challenges as well. And you decide, say no. In fact, right now in Liberia, when you talk about certain people becoming citizens in Liberia, a lot of people say no. So you see, but tell us the positive side about it. You know, I'm sorry. I just want to always be smart. I don't want to tie my face. I don't want to be so. I want to make things. Be motivational. So when you see me sometimes smile a little bit, it's not that I'm doing it because of what I'm explaining, but just to keep you lively and. So again, Chris, it's all yours.
Okay, folks, you just listen to Mr. Mano all over there in the years of it, and you are listening to the new beginning. You are listening to the new beginning program. This program comes away every Friday from 7 to 8:30 p.m. and every Saturday from 12 to 1:30 p.m. and every Sunday from 10 to 11:30 p.m. Now you can join the conversation. The positive side of the U.S. government restriction, like what I want to know, and Mr. Manda already tell about the negative side. Everybody know the negative side. Sometimes the politics is too much in the country. Like you see some people, Tessie, trying to listen to a media institution, trying to saying that some people saying that opposition always play politics on it. So, but like we said, we're not here to support any political side. We are here to discuss Liberia. So please take your political care from there. Today, just call us and tell us. Because some people say, oh, because of what Louis Brown say, and the position of Louis Brown. Now that means that institution scaring around. All that Brown say, oh, I just never go and make it. They restrict Liberian. Oh, all kind of misinformation or even acquiring the correct information, all type of information. But we want to know the positive side. People taking stand for that citizen there. They get nothing to do with the people mother between Liberian and people know. The simple stand they put it to benefit their citizens. But for too long, a lot of people in our country, their own government welfare programs, and some people are abusing it now. So they decided to order the program that will restrict some people. So I think nothing to do with Liberian and burger relationship. So yeah, you can tell people how to run a country or what they will do. So, but the positive side of our one, the positive side, tell us what the restriction will do to us as citizens. Will we rethink, we develop, strategize as Liberian individual 1 year from you. And also don't forget, please, we are still receiving donation for the program, the organization, to help to rehabilitate our brothers and sisters out there. So please, we need your support to rehabilitate our brothers and sisters out there. So the numbers to call now are 0777 959 959, 0777 959 959. That is your opinion on the restriction that the American government gave. So 1 year side, and the side 1 year, 1 year the positive side. Forget about all the opposition la Toya government make it, la government make it. No one to the about 1 year positive thing. What lesson we learn? What lesson can we learn from there? So you can place your call on 0777 959 959, 0777 959 959, or better still 081 871 670, 081 871 670, 0777 959 959 are the numbers you can call. 0777. The computer is here. I gave you 0 0777959 077. Is the money getting me? Hello? Is the money are you there? Okay.
I'm getting you, Chris. I'm getting you. Go ahead, sir.
0777959 0777959 are the numbers to call. 0777959 or better still 081871670 0881871670 or you can call 07765 let this caller. Hello, caller, where do you call from?
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hello, we are getting you. Where do you call from?
Yeah, mommy, we know the topic on the discussion for me. I can't get my apartment. I hear you
What?
calling number saying we should
Hello?
call here the positive side. Okay, so can you re-emphasize on the discussion?
Hello?
But I'm not even getting you. I hear my phone coming right now.
Hello?
Chris, if the studio number having problems, you got to give your number. Give an alternative number because she said she was not hearing you, so the callers can be able to participate.
The alternative number to call 077 65 73 32 077 65 73 32. Please call now 077 65 73 32 or better still 0881 790 760 081 790 760 0881 790 760 or better still 077 65 73 32 077 65 73 32. Again 077 65 73 32 077 65 73 32 or better still 081 790 760. You can place a call. They hear you. We want to hear you, your opinion. You can call back, please. 077 959 959 077 959 959 or better still 0881 790 760 or better still 077 65 73 32 077 65 73 32 077 65 73 32. Call us. Yeah, you want to know the positive side on the US visa restriction. No, that bro, I remember being like bro, employee. Yeah, you put talking, you put on bound. Oh, yeah, you know, but the positive side, want to know the positive side, please call us on 077 959 959 077 959 959 077 959 959 077 959 959 or better still 0881 871 670 0881 790 760 0881 790 760 are the numbers to call 0881 790 760 0881 790 760 or better still 077 65 73 32 077 65 73 32. Call us. We want to hear from you. Mr. Mano, I know you regularly said it, you regularly said because sometimes, people, when something happen, people always look for the negative side and to bring another fresh something that we should not all be discussing the positive, negative side of things.
Mm.
Because sometimes something happens, we should discuss the positive and the negative of it. Even though it will somehow disappointing, but what can we learn? What lesson can we learn? What a positive can we take out of the negative? You know, legal discussion is healthy for our society.
Mm-hmm.
Very healthy for us because someone that will be going through stress now, maybe depression, and because of what happened, and they got a discussion and poor quality giving an opinion, the positive side of it, it may release some of the stress, release some of the mental tension,
Yeah.
The positive side of things. So call us. That will hear you. How you feeling on the US visa restriction on Liberia and other 75 African, other 75 countries in the world? We want to hear you. Now, because the positive side, we say call a Bumba government or Bumba whosoever here. Or blasting a government here, or blasting an opposition here, some people call it defense, some people call it praise up. That yeah, they call them. Hello, call, how do you call from?
Yes, hello.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
name
yeah.
is Chinese. I
Yeah,
call from SD. Senator SD.
yeah, you.
Yes, I just want to tell you thank you for the topic on our discussion. You know, the people, we are saying that we get 42 years experience and they're in the sea. But then they say, 42 years experience, we don't know why it's going now. Like going having that pure back up.
Listen now, my brother. Listen now. You saying do you understand? You get any information on the visa restriction? You get information?
Yeah, they like ban a blue for all of the 75 countries that blew up all of the 75 countries that even our people not travel. We're not thinking about the government official, but who they want. Thinking about ourselves.
No, it's information. I see. You get the information.
Yeah, try to educate that. Can you hear me?
They don't say Labrin. Now all Labrin will not travel America. The thing that will make it simple. The thing they post saying, they saying that those that want migrate there to go work, to be there permanently, to go work. Not for those that are going to visit, you are going for tourism, you are going.
You can get your visa.
You will get a visa. But those that want to go stay there permanently,
like people who play DV,
people are trying to help us to go there, to go stay there, to work, to see, to come pay our the country. Like although we think about ourselves, I want to see we think about ourselves. We not think about the people that are there.
Listen, I don't get count down. They post saying that now the Labran government benefit. They post saying that people are down there.
It has nothing to do with the government.
It got nothing to do with Labran government benefit. They post say they people are down there. People are going, traveling there, living there, working there. Most of them there, they depending on the people the American government, some of them the welfare. They giving them free money. The president said free money, giving them money. They plenty, not like bro one, plenty African country, plenty other country there. They get there. They put there giving them money. So money they get there, put giving them welfare, giving them money. So they put they want relocate. They want relocate because put there going there and they're giving the poor money. So ain't got nothing to do with the government, not the government like put that there, they put that go there. Where the American government giving them money, called free money. That they put out there talking about I make it. Now you say, oh, the Liberian government do something bad to the American government. And why they take action for? No, you understand now?
The people are there. That free money taking out someone. They're not working for it.
Yes.
Let me help you. Can you hear me?
Well, listen. Can someone out there they want explain it to you? I look. You listening?
I'm listening.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, caller?
Eh?
You can hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Calm down. Let's have a conversation. We are happy to have you. These are people we're happy to have so we can have a nice conversation. In America, there are... You can't call me now, please. I'm on the air. You can't call me now, please. I beg you. Please. Chris, can you hear me?
Yeah, we getting you went a little bit blank just now.
So in America, you
You
can
getting
hear
it
me?
now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Listen, be patient, okay? In America here, they got the party. Now I'm on the air, please.
Amen. How many men
Oh
mini
my
yoga?
God.
That is me. That is me. Why on man? That is me.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Man.
Chris,
Go ahead.
can you hear me?
Yeah, we're getting you now. We're getting you.
I getting you.
Oh, folks, you know the guy. You know one of the best person to explain that in working there, in America. So he trying,
Because that is me. That means I getting you.
yeah. So
You
don't
know,
Okay, so here,
false information. Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Man. Go ahead.
so here in America, they got the Liberia, the political party, they got two big one, two. And each of the political party, when they win election, they got their way they can.
Oh, someone is recording his lamp because he's on the internet, so it's breaking in. But yeah, oh. Folks, 0 959 959 0 959 959. Just be on the line, please, brother. If you will try to settle things so we can explain it better to you. 0 959 959 0 959 959 0 959 959. And the numbers to call 0 959 959 0
Chris, is he there? Is the caller
No,
still on?
no.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I sure
Caller.
he might be listening.
Okay, let me just explain quickly. I mean, there was so much of interruption, the calling and so forth. So again, the two political parties in this country, they got what they call their own philosophy, ideology. They got their own plans. They got what they believe in, their values. All right. So whenever Republican win and take over power, their belief is that create job, let everybody work hard for their own money. We should limit giving too much money to people. Let everybody work. On the other side, the Democrats believe that there are some poor people. We need to help the poor people who are not able to get. There are some people who, can afford. All right. So just watch every time you see each of the party when they win election, you will see that they have value. They promote their value. They promote what they believe in. All right. Democrats believe that you should tax those that are making more money so that we can help the poor people. And the rich people, nobody who really want to pay taxes to government. So the rich people say, no, why should we be paying more? Why you want us to pay more? Because we rich people. So the Republican are saying, okay, we can't tax the people like that because they're rich. Everybody should work. Why are you taking money from rich people to get? So if one of them take over, the country, they want to implement. The Republican believe that, okay, we don't just want everybody just coming like that, even though they're sovereign their country, but let them go through this process. The other groups say, well, yes, that's your belief. The other groups say, there are other people that are really going through war, the suffering. Let's just give them some help. Humanity, let's help them to come. When they come, they work on their papers and things. So it's a deep, deep kind of politics, you know. So now you have a government that is run by the Republican. They have the Senate, they have the Congress, and they got the executive. Even the judiciary, they got. So whatever they promise their voters, they say, vote for us. One of the major things the president now promised during his campaign was to deport people in mass, to send people to their homes who came here illegally. What are you going to do about that? They don't believe in just giving things free to people like that. Everybody should work and get something. And so the voter listened to what he was saying and said, oh, that makes sense. Oh. So all our money, you mean when Democrat and other people can they send our money to other country. So when the president took over, he has to reduce the budget. He cut some of the things. Most of the things are restricted now. One of the problems they said is how were affecting the nation was you giving too much money to people. They should not be so. Let them go work. So all the help, you know, and some people they sit down, they don't want to work. And while other people work, they pay the taxes and they give to them. And they should not be so. They should work as well. So you see that there are restrictions up to the end of his presidency. That restriction is going to be there. It depends whoever becomes president, whether Democrats are going to take over, then they will bring their own values. They promote their own values. Right now, it is not that the Liberian government has done something wrong or they're abusing right. Let people think, you know, that's why education is important. It doesn't matter the political party you affiliate yourself with or you member of in Liberia. The fight remains that the decision taken, you know, some of your politicians are not telling you the truth, but the decision taken by the U.S. government has some basis. You know, it has some foundation. They are not just saying, well, you know, we're going to stop this one, we're going to stop. They have reason why they are doing it. It's not because some African country, they are, you know, they find themselves on that list, have bad human right records. If that was the case, Liberia would have not even won the MCC. They would have not. Liberia would not be qualified for it. So people need to be educated. That's why that caller, I wanted the caller to stay on so that you understand the fights. Because I know politicians are looking for their own point to confuse you and to tell you, oh, you know, the current
Yeah, they pay a lot of politics, a lot of misinformation.
yeah, the current government is the bad government. The American people didn't say, no, you gotta. That's why, in fact, one of our objectives on the platform is to bring people to teach our younger people how to read. If Liberia become a reading society, it is. Now people can read, but I'm saying a majority of the population is actually reading. Nobody will mislead you because you are reading. How many persons really in Liberia that buy newspaper, that read, that take something? People, I'm not saying no, there are many great Liberians that do that. But we are looking at the percentage. So majority of our people, they will come with emotion, they will go lie to them and say, oh, the government is not, you know, the way he started for the 2 year in government, do you know that President Baka does not control America. He does not control the U.S. government. Not a bit. He has no authority.
United States.
All right? We paying taxes here. And so the people saying that our money we're paying, it should go towards their development. He said the money is too much, sending too much money to other countries. Our money we pay taxes, use it for us here. So even the president here, President Trump, also has pressure on him because the citizens want what they want for their country. So even to give some other country money, you know, like Liberia for the MCC, you know, something, it's not easy. You have to convince the people that, look, Liberia need help. But if you sit back there in your village, your town, that's why we say when you get an information as a good citizen, go and investigate that information, know the source of that information, know the history of that source, the information you want to consume, and also try to send it out to the public. It had nothing to do with just, sorry, Mr. President, the president of Liberia being in power or being government for 42 years. It got nothing, zero relationship with that. There is no way the president of Liberia will call Mr. Trump and say, don't restrict our country. There is no way, absolutely. You understand that? So these are things you need to understand. This country here got two major political parties. Each party has their own value. And when they come into power, they promise their people they have to deliver. It's not politicians that sit over there when they say they want to do so, they can't, they steal. No. Here, they go by what they believe in. So if you see President Trump, his administration sending people back to their country who don't have paper, correct papers here, they are sending them for reason. And because they are doing that, that's their belief. That's what they believe in. That's why they are supporters. That's why majority of the Americans voted for him. And so the people who voted for him are saying, you told us you're going to do it, you must do it. So he followed what the people want. So Liberia had there's zero authority you have over the U.S. government. You can't tell them what to do. They tell you who comes in their country. Take for example, Liberia. When somebody in Guinea tell you, tell the Liberian government, this is how many presidents that can come from Guinea and live in Liberia. Common sense. We have to learn that if we don't do that, you're going to destroy your own country and blame somebody for nothing. Liberian government can only negotiate. Can only negotiate with the U.S. government and say, please, we're begging you, you know, since we are traditional allies or we are traditional friends, can you reduce this punishment from us? You know, to talk for their people. There's some people who have played DV. That's why we say, call in and give your view, your positive view about this. So, you know, I understand. Probably you didn't know. Now that we have explained to you, you get the fight. So nobody should sit on the radio station, maybe your political representatives, they go sit and tell you on spoon and tell you, oh, the government is responsible. The government had nothing to do with that. The people who live here, who came to America, you know, and they want to get paperwork done in America. The American people are saying, no, stay in your country, go through the process. When you get through, you get it properly, you come. So that's what they are doing. That's what they believe in. They're going to do it until the turning of Mr. Trump is over. A Democrat wins, they can come and say, no, we're not going to follow what you did. It's up to them. They will say, we're not going to follow what you did. We will do what we believe in. And they will not stop them what they believe in. But this is how their country look like. And they will not want to take you yourself. Just think about it. The money you pay, I don't know whether you pay taxes to the government, but if you are paying taxes to your Liberian government, Will you feel very happy if Liberian government is taking that money and sending it to another country for development? They can only do it because of bilateral agreement with other nations to help other people. So again, please understand and want to say thank you. I see Chris. I see, but I just wanted to make sure maybe we'll have another conversation on days. I'll try to expand on it maybe the next time. I think we should have more so that people will understand, you know. But I want to say thank you, Chris, for being there. And thank you, those of you who call in, the caller that call in. I want to say thank you. Those of you going to listen to this program. Tomorrow, catch us here again by 12, Liberian time, 12 p.m. We have the ladies coming to do some presentation. We say have a wonderful, wonderful and pleasant time. Be blessed. Remain blessed. Let me leave you with our theme song.
When freedom raised her glowing form on Mount Sorato's verdant height, she sat within a doom of a night, met lowering stars and thunderstorms, the star of liberty, unceasing from the waking morn, its banner shield of golden flame, she lifted it in a proud name, and raised her people long forlorn to know their destiny. The Lone Star forever, the Lone Star forever, oh long may it soar over land and over seas, deserted nor never, uphold it forever, oh shine.